Hi, so this is day 4 of 30 days of AI in testing challenge by the Ministry of Testing. So today's challenge was on the lines of watching this AMA Ask Me Anything session on artificial intelligence in testing, which was done with Carlos Kidman, and who is an expert in AI and testing, and he has been working on companies where he leads this AI department and stuff like that. So this AMA actually consists of a lot of key insights, and I watched this 51 minute 43 seconds AMA filled with insights, filled with a lot of chapters and different topics, questions. So all in all, this covers the key questions and the answers to those questions that people have in mind about AI or about artificial intelligence. So I took notes of it, and I want to quickly summarize them for you all. So the first part, like I always do, I want to share the context, which is this the source for this video or this AMA was Test Bash Autumn's talk on Ministry of Testing website. The speaker was Carlos Kidman, who leads the AI department for quality AI, and this is day 4 of 30 days of AI in testing by MOT, and I am Rahul Parwal, a learner and participant of this 30 days challenge. So talking about some wisdom, so wisdom block that I've created in this mind map, it consists of core aspects which I believe are important, and people should be paying attention to it. So I'll just expand it, and so the first part and the most important part is that when most people they say AI, they actually mean ML. So I mean AI feeds on data, and all that data feeding, data learning part, and teaching the algorithms to learn stuff happens in the machine learning space. But people usually use AI, and AI has today now become a marketing buzzword. So people use it for different things. I mean, sometimes they are want to convey AI, but sometimes maybe they also want to convey machine learning or data science. So it's a lot of buzz and marketing happening around this name. So it's important as testers to know that when people say AI, what do they actually mean? Most people are limiting themselves and their possibilities when they are thinking about AI and doing stuff. So being open is first thing that people need to have, and be open to possibilities, that how it can help you, because it can help you in a lot of ways in your conventional testing tasks, but also in other things. uh, Another wisdom is that AI, and a lot of discussions and doubts are going on that will AI replace testers. The reality is that AI will certainly replace the fake testers. I mean, people who don't know testing and probably are just sticking here for writing some test cases, and doesn't understand the human side of things of testing, or I mean the other possibilities, or are just test case executors or checkers. Those people are certainly going to be replaced with AI. But at the same time, AI has also made it good for the human aspects and creativity back in demand. So I mean things like being good at communication, persuasion, questioning skills, because AI and prompt engineering is also a lot about questioning. So I mean such skills, storytelling, critical thinking, niche testing topics like usability, accessibility, UX. So these are all going to be back in demand. I mean, so when people are going to hire for testers or look for good testers, maybe these are the things they would be watching out more for, rather than just the ability to of them to create or write a check, because now even AI can do that to a good extent. Human has to be and will be at the core of all things AI. So that's also an important thing to understand, that human is at the center of testing or anything that goes around in the software world. So I mean, people, when you think that AI will replace you, it's some kind of a magic thing. I mean, it will not. A human will always be at the center. The only thing is that the human has to be an evolved human, a skillful human. Now, a caution also when we talk about like things with AI and stuff like that. So, a caution is that with AI, because it talks and feeds on data and it gives you data. I mean, this data security, data rights, and access, all these concepts get a lot tricky. So, it's better to know your country laws, your specific data laws. For example, in Europe, there will be GDPR laws. So, being aware about that, and know your code rights, and what are the rights of the code that AI generates, and are you unconsciously falling into some problems? So being aware about that is important, and these are the core wisdom aspects of this AMA. But when we talk about biases in AI, so there was a question about biases and is AI biased? So certainly, AI is based on data, which is how it builds and feeds on, and then if data has biases, AI will have biases. So if data shows certain trends and patterns based on historical data, for example, and there may be unintended biases that will creep into the AI, which was even not planned. So sometimes data lead to certain inferences which are even not correct. Uh, and on the internet, you will find a lot of such issues. People in Twitter saying, that how AI was biased. There are documentaries on that. So that makes it a lot tricky. That like training it on the right kind of data is important. And how do you assess confidence in AI powered software? So essentially, how do you know that you can trust in AI powered software? It's probably through observability. And these popular tools, ChatGPT, Gemini, which has made like AI and talking about AI so cool. They are also doing it to a good degree. So essentially, like how ChatGPT asks you that is this answer relevant, or do you want another answer, and like based on the feedback from user, then doing the course correction and improving itself. So that's how you improve your confidence in AI powered software. Observability, shift right, taking inputs from the user and doing course corrections based on that. Then there are certain tools to test AI, which Carlos mentioned is using Linkspith for like this observability thing, and is creating some Python scripts, PyTest, and there are more tools that you have mentioned out in his course at Test Automation University by Apply Tools. So I need to do that course to know more tools, and that is an interesting proposition. And a good test idea that like he shared with me, that like AI feeds on data. So the more it's important to validate that what kind of data it is giving an output, the more it is also important to check that what kind of data it is accepting as an input. So what if somebody enters a data that they should not be entering, but they've entered into the AI LLM, and how does the AI LLM system ignore that data or mask that data, is a very crucial thing that testers should test out for. And if they think that AI is not masking that, then probably that's a data security issue. So, such kind of testing use cases will become a lot popular. And looking at data from both the sides, what are you entering versus like what it is sending you. So that's very important. Can you make AI unlearn stuff? Because more and more data, whatever we are feeding into it, it's learning some things for sure. But how do you make it unlearn stuff? So a good possibility that I found was that there are open source AI models that are available, and there are free and open source AI models. A lot of them are available on huggingface.co, a snapshot of that site, which is AI community building the future, and all these things are available there, and you could plan to create your own AI model and fine tune models to your stuff. So maybe this is something that even I want to try, and I think, if it will be good, maybe I'll do a video on that. But that way, how do you train a model on AI? You get real insights into AI, and that kind of like internal training. You are also sure that like your data is secure and with you, and it gives you a lot of learnings and insights into the world of AI, and then making AI unlearn stuff. So, for example, you create a Selenium AI chatbot and train it locally on the official Selenium docs or maybe some sample blogs or code. And that way, you have created a specific AI bot for Selenium, which is trained on the official documentation. It's more reliable, and it has learned the right things rather than the wrong things from the wrong forum. So it could be more accurate and precise. And the last topic, which I guess we are always interested in that, like how do you use AI for your testing? So the point here was that like most generic bots, for example, like ChatGPT or Bard or Gemini, they lack context. They miss context, and that is why their responses get too vague. So things that people have like tried and that works is, they use good prompt engineering, try to provide good prompts, and to see good answers from Gemini, ChatGPT. And the truth is that like testing world needs specific and specialized trained AI bots or AI tools that are like trained on good data, and like they have a good and better understanding of context, which is more specialized and relevant to testers. So I mean, such tools are areas to watch out for, and you could even ask questions to AI. I mean, for things that you maybe don't know, maybe you know that there is this quality criteria. So you could ask AI question that how do I test for specific, for example, security in this context, and AI can give you some starting point and ideas, which in previous time was very hard. So I mean, if you have to like really do something, you have to like put your effort and learn that or read blogs. But AI can do like some kind of a boilerplate work for you. Of course, expert guidance and I mean validating those results is important. But like AI can really work as a close companion of an expert and help them, for example, in training people or I mean in training yourself. So potential areas, I'm writing test cases, generating scenarios, writing boilerplate code. So these are essential direct ways where you can use AI. And then I mean reportportal.io, so which like hosts locally and then trains on your test execution results and then generates dashboards. It's one such kind of a tool. Postman's, Postbot, dbeaver, and all that. So that's what I learned. In all, but then what I did was like also put out my learnings in form of these key takeaways, that what are the key takeaways from all this learning and all this big session that I did. So first is, I mean, most people are limiting themselves. Be open to possibilities. AI will certainly replace fake testers or test case checkers soon. I mean, it's important to be good at human aspects because that is back in demand and that is going to be back in demand. So communication, questioning, storytelling, critical thinking, niche testing, and all those aspects. Knowing observability important. I mean, how do you incorporate that? Even if you are like working in the field of AI, maybe this is a key thing to watch out for. Making your own model is possible. Something new for me. A lot of open source stuff out there. Reference, I've added huggingface.co, and specialized AI tools for testing will be things to watch out for. Example, Postbot, so which is more trained on the right data and I mean doesn't like just talk generic. So all that is important, and knowing the legal and software laws is important in the road to future. So that's the key takeaway. That's my overall summary which I shared just now. And I look forward to your feedback on these videos also. If they are helping you, do let me know in the comments. And thank you. See you tomorrow on day 5. Thank you.